In this video, I'm going to show students how to calculate the sample size for proportion problems. And so in these problems, you should always be given your margin of error as well as a confidence level, which will tell you your z-score. And with these values plus your population proportion, you can calculate your sample size using the formula given on your formula sheet. In these problems, there is no calculator method, so you have to know how to use this formula. So just make sure you know how to plug things in properly. So in most cases, you're given a really chunky paragraph. In this case, it says, of interest is to make inferences about the proportion of all properties sold in Virginia that are within Richmond city limits. The parameter of interest is pi, which is equal to the proportion of all properties sold in Virginia within Richmond city limits. And suppose we want to estimate pi using a 90% confidence interval with a margin of error no greater than 0.025. It is conjectured that the value of pi is 0.12. Determine the minimum number of property sales that need to be selected for the sample. So in this case, you need to look through your paragraph and find the key pieces of information. First, your margin of error should be given to you. It says the margin of error of no greater than 0.025. And then you need to figure out your z-star. Here it says that it's 90% confidence, and so that tells us that our z-score, if you look in the t-table, is 1.645. And finally, it gives us a conjectured value for pi, which is 0.12. And so using all three of these values, you can plug these values into your equation for n. A few common mistakes: make sure you're calculating the fraction inside the parentheses before squaring it, and that you're multiplying everything through using order of operations. Students can make some common mistakes, so just be careful when you're calculating. But in this problem, I calculate 457.2. Now, anytime you're working on a sample size problem, we always round up, so it doesn't even matter that 0.2 in mathematics we would round down. We always overestimate when we're determining sample size. So in this case, we would say that we need to select at least 458 properties or 458 or more properties.